Hi, today we're joined by Mark and Val at their beautiful home in the 5th Ward in Newport, Rhode Island. Thank you for having me, guys. The place looks awesome.
Thank you. Thanks, Ben. Nice to see you. Glad you're here.
Yeah, absolutely. So Mark and Val and I have been working together for a couple years now. What year was it that you sold Cranston and bought Connection?
2022, May of 2022, actually 2 years ago.
Yeah,
2 years ago.
yeah,
It's
just
almost-
Time
over
flies.
2 years.
Time
Time
flies, it really does.
How are you liking the new digs here?
We actually love the 5th Ward. We feel like it better suits us. It's more of a family neighborhood
Yep.
than where we were prior. Not that we didn't like where we were.
Yep.
We just love more of a single family feel in a neighborhood.
Absolutely, and I've loved what you guys have done to it with the windows, the siding, the kitchen, everything. It's like you've made it your own, which I love to
Yeah.
see my clients do.
I definitely feel like it's home,
Yeah.
more of like a neighborhood, especially where it's our primary and we're here year round. Coming from, the other end of town made
Yep.
a big difference, and we appreciate everything you did to get us into it.
Good, absolutely. I appreciate the opportunity to work with you as always, and coming back and turning it into your own home is always like a great feeling for me, knowing that you guys are happy where you're at. So for people listening and people who are kind of interested in, I think you guys have a good story to tell because you purchased this at the same time as selling your home on Cranston. Going into that situation, what were kind of like any fears you may have had about initially taking on that process of buying and selling at the same time, and also just kind of the whole process of working through that, what that was like for you?
Originally, we were working with a different realtor, as you know. We had met Ben at an open house, and we felt as though that at the time we didn't have the right realtor, so we let the contract expire, and then we obviously spoke.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest thing for me personally was we had a unique property on the other side of town.
Yeah.
And the great thing about you is I feel as though you were passionate about, you loved our property. We loved our old property. We just wanted to get it into a single family home. So you were passionate about our property, which made it easier for us to sell it. And when potential buyers came in, you were passionate about it and you wanted to sell it, and you were on board that you knew they were getting a great property, which they were getting a great property.
Yeah.
100% agree with you. I think just to add a little bit more to that, biggest fear was, were we doing the right thing by selling? Was kind of where I was at. And always, being in the real estate business myself, not as an agent, but in lending, it's an emotional transaction. So we were, we had this beautiful property, but it wasn't a single family, and it was a little more, than we wanted to bite off. It was an old property and it needed a lot. And again, very unique, as Mark said, and we loved it. When we first picked our realtor, it was, we thought she loved the property. And it just didn't come across when buyers were coming in because it was such a unique property and they would have any type of negative comments about it. There was never really any good comebacks for it. So we were in the transaction with the other realtor, knowing that she probably wasn't the best to market our house, but felt committed to her. We just happened to be out for a walk that day when we came upon you at an open house, just being the nosy neighbors, looking at another condo to see how it compared to ours. And I had made a few comments within the house about, whatever it may have been. I don't recall exactly what I said. And you had a comeback for all of it. But it was a true comeback because you believed in the property. I left that property and I looked at him and I said, we need him as our realtor. You did resemble my son a little bit as well. So I was like partial to it. But you were fabulous, and you were true and like an honest agent that was gonna tell the truth, whether it was good or bad. And I respected that, and he respected that. So we, I think I called you probably, that was a Saturday or a Sunday, and I called you 2 days later, and kind of, you came into our property and loved it as much as we loved it. And obviously it all worked out. It was a crazy time in the market, where within days things were taking place. And I believe you helped us. I think we got one offer, and something happened where they decided to back out. And then within days again, you were just on it and got the right buyers who I know love the property as well now. And, to lead into getting the house that we're sitting at now, it wasn't easy. So you advised us. I think we were, ready to go in at an even higher price.
Yes.
And you were like, settle down, like, let's really, really think about this. And this is what I suggest you do.
Yeah.
Which we did go in over asking, but you gave us some sense of not just throwing it all out there.
The best strategy to make it happen without putting all the chips in at one point.
Yes.
So I'm really happy that I was able to kind of take some of those fears and off the table with my confidence and my, just my responsibility towards you to make it happen, and you know, feeling confident that I knew how to do it. I loved the property, and honestly, if I just took care of presenting all the great things about it, it was going to sell. You know, and just be myself and know the area that we work in, all the different benefits to living in that area. Because a lot of times when people are moving to Newport, they don't know as well as I do, who live around the corner or anything like that. If you were to talk to a family member or friend, anybody looking to move to the area and who's looking for a buyer's agent, what feedback would you give them?
I recommend you to all my friends. For anybody looking to buy real estate, I recommend to you. I think, you know, very highly of you. You alleviate a lot of the stress of home buying, and you give good, honest feedback and opinion of what's right and wrong. Although you're looking to make money because it's your business, I think you truly work from the heart. And that really, you know, goes a long way. So
Thank
I
you very
appreciate
much.
that. It was, as we told you before, loved working with you, and hopefully we'll continue to work with you down the road.
This is such a relationship-based business, and nothing makes me happier than seeing my clients in the community and having a great relationship with them. Knowing that we did our job and made them happy, but the way you handle your business, you know, a lot of the time you can do something successful, but you don't have the relationship afterwards.
Right.
That's really important to me, is having that relationship, earning referrals. And the only way you do that is by being genuine, coming from the heart, and really caring.
Well, I think for me personally, the best compliment I can give you is the fact that you sold our condo, we bought this house from you, and now you're here again because we're considering renting our property.
Yeah.
The best compliment I can give you is you're back in my house because I want to do business again.
Yep. Absolutely, and I appreciate that opportunity, and I'm very excited to get this place rented. I can't wait to get this thing photographed and marketed and show everybody all the great work you've done. And it's a really special home, and thank you for having me and the kind words, sharing with everybody, and can't wait to make you happy again.
Yeah, I
We know
appreciate
you will.
everything you've done and continue to do, Ben.
Yeah.
It's been great, and like I said, I'll continue to spread your name around. So
Thank you.
definitely feel confident of that.
Great. Well, enjoy the summer here. Beautiful back patio, the outdoor shower,
Great.
everything, and we'll get this thing rented for you come September.
Sounds
Thanks,
great.
Ben.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.